Me again. Taciturn. This week's promise, all things zombie. And then, of course, my picks for this week. Let's go ahead and get started. Picks for this week. There's two books coming out from GG Studios, which is based out of Europe. Absolutely fantastic art in the vein of Radical. I would say even more grandiose than Radical's art. There's a book coming out called Mediterranea. Check it out. There's another one called One. Check it out. Mediterranea is set in the Greek Byzantine era. Flying bugs, crazy shit going on. I swear I wasn't going to cuss in these things. Crazy shit going on. One is actually very Tolkien-esque, with a more modern perspective, more European perspective, to give you the honest truth on that. Very excited about those, saw previews of those. Amazing art. Morning Glories from Image. Image once again picks up another book that looks like it's going to be a definite hit. Set kind of in the vein of Runaway. Let's see. All the previews that I've seen say Runaways meets Lost. Enough said. Find out. Come check it out. We got plenty of copies on the shelves. Zombie books that are coming out this week. Believe it or not, there's three. They always come in threes. Zombie Wood is actually an anthology book, or not an anthology book, it's a spoof of Hollywood tabloids, all set with a zombie theme. Looks to be very entertaining. Another book from Antarctic Press called A Very Zombie Summer. Actually has a little vignette in the back with the littlest zombie. So far everything that they've done zombie has been hilarious or a good read, like the last zombie. And then of course the third thing, not necessarily zombie, but I'm going to throw it out there, John. Chew, the Omnivore edition, the hardcover. It's absolutely freaking beautiful. I wish I had it before now. It's supposed to be out before San Diego Comic-Con, but we're going to have plenty of copies in stock tomorrow. Zombie comics. These are just things on the shelves, have been on the shelves, things that come highly recommended from yours truly. Rotten. 3 weeks in a freaking row, Moonstone. Mark's going to be here tomorrow signing what? Posters. No Rotten number 7. If you haven't read the first story arc, I've got most of it in single issues. Come check it out. I've heard good things about this one. Ain't It Cool News says it's not only loyal to the zombie genre, but one of the most entertaining reads you'll have all year. I heard the guy's a douche. Zombies versus Cheerleaders, Moonstone. Tell me why you put this out a month early, but didn't give me Mark's book. This is wildly entertaining. Rich Kozlowski does the first. Does the art in the first story arc. It's very reminiscent of old Ralph Snart. Anybody that knows me knows I loves me some Ralph Snart. Get it, pick it up. It's very enjoyable, lighthearted, entertaining. Zombies versus Cheerleaders, Geek-tacular. It's not number 2. Zombie books. Another gentleman that's going to be here tomorrow wrote this crazy little book called Among the Living, set in Seattle, reminiscent of stories like The Stand or like Tommyknockers. I won't say that the writing's up to the level of Stephen King. He's got some work to do. Very entertaining read, though. It's basically the story about a dysfunctional group of people that normally wouldn't be put together dealing with the zombie holocaust. One of them happens to be he happens to work for a small newspaper in Seattle. I don't know if he deliberately cast Mark Ronner in this book, but hey, what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. Second book from Tim, who's going to be here tomorrow, The Zombie Wilson Diaries. This has been flying off the shelves since Crypticon. We've had it in stock now for a couple months, and I can't keep it on the shelves. It's absolutely hilarious. Picture Tom Hanks, Castaway, only the volleyball is actually a zombie girl tied to a tree. It's set in a journal style. Some people are going to have a hard time with the font that was picked, because it does feel very much like a journal rather than a book. Check it out. And the one that I'm pouring through right now is Pariah by Bob Fingerman. Just got it into stock last week in the store. I'm about a quarter of the way through it. My eyes got a little bit too tired to get any further than that last night. Some of the most descriptive details in here. It's very well written. It's easy to get attached to. I will probably lose lots of sleep tonight finishing this book. Check it out. Graphic novels. A few that you might not know of. One is from a local guy by the name of Shane White, Things Undone. Actually a huge fan of this book. It's not going to be everything that you would expect in a zombie book. It's actually the story about a guy dealing with everyday life and starting to feel more and more dead inside on a regular basis. Can't really say more than that without destroying the book for you. It's an amazing read. It's Shane's best work to date. Highly recommend picking it up. The Dead, Kingdom of the Flies. I had this on my shelves. I don't know anybody else that did in single issues. Berserker Comics is the name of the publisher. They're based out of Europe. The guys that worked on this book are the same guys that worked on Judge Dredd back in the day. Alan Grant, Simon Beasley. Absolutely amazing zombie book. And for a little fun, and because I realized I haven't mentioned Rick Remender yet, who's one of my favorite writers, the writer of Fear Agent, as well as Punisher most recently, and he's picking up Uncanny X-Force, which I'm very excited to hear about. Crawl Space Zombies, Porn Stars and Zombies. That's all I'm going to say. 3 things that need to stay dead. Michael Jackson. Quit putting out frickin' action figures. He's dead. Captain America. Oh wait. Damn it, he's alive again. Batman. Hi. Damn it, he's alive again. Okay, we'll just end that with Paris Hilton. She's not dead? Oh, well, her career is. Leave it that way. I think that's all we got for this week. I did want to show you some cool posters that we're going to have tomorrow. These are leftovers from Crypticon. We only printed 15 of these. These were presents from our good friend Steve Frank, who writes Zombies vs. Cheerleaders. Some amazing lithographs. Again, see at the bottom, limited to 15. We've got very few left. They could be yours if you show up to one of my freaking events, like everybody doesn't. And also, we're doing a raffle tomorrow for anybody that buys anything zombie-esque. Timothy Long, the guy that wrote those 2 books that I was just pimping, actually has a short story in an anthology called Eyes of the Dead. He's only going to have 1 copy of that book available, and he will sign it for you. Also, my good friend David Hayes, who works in Hollywood, actually produces movies, has got a movie that's very rotten-esque with a little twist. It's called Slices. It's set in the Old West. Does have zombies. He does star in it. He's going to send a signed copy to the person who wins that particular item in the raffle. We'll also have a full print set available for somebody, as well as our first print run from Creator's Edge Press, Breakfast with Rob, X Dementia 1, and Nightmares of the Macabre number 4, signed by everybody, including Thiago Castro, who lives in Brazil. So this is a one-time treat that we're going to make available to everybody who shows up tomorrow between 4 and 7 p.m. for our Zombie Appreciation Day. Check it. Don't eat anything dead. Bye-bye.